I'm a big fan of schema therapy. I think that the experiential techniques of schema therapy are like super helpful, super useful. And then the two primary types of experiential work that are done in schema therapy are the imagery scripting and then the chair work. So what is imagery scripting? Imagery scripting is generally the therapist and the client will bring up, they'll kind of identify first what is the issue that we want to work on. Often it'll be in terms of like a schema, this kind of belief about self in world that's kind of distorted, or a mode, a coping mode, so how you cope with life. And then they'll trace that back to childhood, and then they'll, in a sense, bring up one of these old memories. And let me say that it's also fine that it be a kind of a composite amalgamated memory. In my opinion, it doesn't need to be an actual full episodic memory. And then so they'll go back to that old memory, and then they'll think about it. And then generally they'll also have the client as the healthy adult version of him or herself to be in that scene, supporting, protecting, attuning to, and comforting the vulnerable child that is back in this old problematic scene, generally with parents or maybe at school and so forth. And then again, it'll be processed. And in my opinion, optimally, there should be this like kind of identifying the thoughts, identifying the learnings, allowing for the emotions to come up, and for all these different sets of information to integrate. And then additionally, it can be helpful towards the end of these imagery scripting scenes to have an emotionally corrective experience. So, for example, if the client experienced like or there's a belief of defectiveness and shame, and then that'll be due to some of the experiences that were in the scene that you're working on. Well, then maybe towards the end of the scene, you can have the healthy adult self kind of show the client that they are valued, that how they view things as real or valuable, and that in fact they're accepted and loved.